well, create the awesomest build on the internet. No, I'm just tooting my own horn. But hey, it is pretty freaking cool. Would you look at that? Huh? That don't look too bad, huh? So, we gotta work on... No, we're gonna ignore that. The brother decided he didn't want the antenna there no more. That's fine. It's not like we don't have rust to fix. We'll fix this non-rusted out hole. Is it illegal to weld a quarter in? Can you weld to a quarter? 25-cent patch? Hey, no, I better not. Freaking government will be after me. I know they're watching. Freaking watching. They'll probably charge me tax on that 25-cent too. Ooh, she's so shiny. Oh, so shiny. And then, when you guys weren't looking or you went to the bathroom, I'm not sure what you did, but you missed it. So I built this little piece right here. Hey, remember, don't do what I do. Just simply watch what I do every week. Just look at that. I'm telling you, we got another patch done. Can't believe it either, but you know, look, we're looking at it together. Remember, that J10 was smashed. Tree, poof, jumped right out in front of it. This is the creation that we have come up with. This thing, as you can tell, was a rot box. And, well, the floors and rocker panels on the Wagoneer weren't much better. I got too many things going on up here. I barely remember what I had for dinner last night. I mean, we made it. We should just freaking weld it in. Twack. And, well, I don't know. The old girl liked it, and the dent sort of popped out. So that was cool. Sometimes you gotta spank them to keep them happy, if you know what I mean. I think we can just cover that with some fiberglass. I think, maybe. It'll probably get the best of us, and we'll probably come up and make a piece for it. Oh, that didn't take long. It got the better of me already. My nostrils are filled with grinding dust. Hey, look at that. I could fill in a couple more and grind a little more, but see, I can do okay body work, okay metal work, when I feel like it. Oh, hey, I hope you all had a great week. Welcome back. We're working on the J10 crew cab build again. You know, what formerly was a Grand Wagoneer and a J10 that we merged together to, well, create the awesomest build on the internet. No, I'm just tooting my own horn. But hey, it is pretty freaking cool. You guys get up to anything fun this week? Yeah, me neither. So we're just gonna build a couple more patch panels because that's what we gotta do. We gotta finish this little gap here, and well, hopefully the plan this week is to finish roughing in all the rust, cut the rest of the rust out and patch it all up. So the passenger side will be hopefully ready for primer, maybe. Then we got to do probably another week on the driver's side to get that side roughed in, and probably a week inside the bed to, well, if we open the tailgate, the bed sort of goes like this. So probably a week inside the bed. Then we should be ready for No, we got probably a day or so on the roof, filling a bunch of old freaking holes from the roof rack and stuff. Hey, I was thinking about it. I'm not in construction anymore, but man, I wish I was on the construction sites because then I could go around to the electricians. You know, when they have the metal boxes and they pop the little punches out the back? Those are probably freaking perfect, and they're nice and thick, and they'd fill in all the round holes up top. Plus, my brother decided that we weren't fixing enough rust holes, that maybe we should cut the old antenna spot out and fill that in, and he'd like to relocate his antenna. Just adds to the list, you know, he does. But hey, it'll be fine. He gives us something to do. I'm gonna make this piece in like 3 pieces. I don't feel like walking across the shop to go over to the roller or nothing, so it'll be fine. You don't need fancy tools. That's what I keep trying to tell y'all. See what I mean? That looks good. We'll trim it up a little bit here and probably right here, and that'll slide in a little better. Look, piece one. I don't remember what this was cut for, but would you check that out? It fits right down in there like it was meant to be. And we'll mark it something back here and something over here, and we'll mark it where we want to cut it. Boom, and then we'll cut that piece out. Let's just go. Dang, marker's dying. I like blue markers. When I used to do HVAC and construction, I always used blue Sharpies because everybody else used black Sharpies. So if I used a blue Sharpie, then I knew that it was me that did that. So if something was messed up or if somebody got blamed for something that they didn't do, well, what did I just do? Did that work good? Oh yeah, will that work? Yeah, that'll work fine. Right, and now let's take this piece. Look, that's got a little divot there. Maybe that'll help us. Looks fine, no? Actually looks good. We're gonna leave it. So that'll be perfect. Sometimes it just works out. Except for when you don't mark it. My markers are dead? No, that's alright. Right, that'll work, huh? You guys are too close. You're in my freaking view. I can't. You all still with me? Hello. Yeah, that'll work, and I don't know, we'll just freaking eyeball it. It'll be fine, don't worry about it. Yeah, something like that. Into there. We'll figure it out. Give me a second. What do you think? Yeah? I don't know. We'll cut it. Is that where we want to cut? All right, let's go all the way up to there. I think I want this whole piece in here. Cut that like that. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, man. I got nothing to talk about. You guys with me? What do you want to talk about? Put in the comments and we'll try to talk about it next week, maybe. Probably not. I'm probably going to forget. Well, would you look at that? Huh? That don't look too bad, huh? Not too bad at all. Yeah, it was 3 pieces, but I mean, it welded together good. We'll zzz with the grinder a little bit eventually, maybe. This piece is all in here now. I like it. That's pretty freaking ugly, but I think I forgot to show you. I'm sure you guys seen it. It was a massive freaking gap. I took a TIG rod, and just laid it in there and then doubled it up right here because it was a pretty bad gap. And well, we just went to Buzztown, and yeah, look, no more rust in this cab corner. Oh, and I filled in down here because, well, it was bad. I didn't like the gap that it had, and I figured why not put some metal in there instead of seam sealer. So we got to work on, no, we're going to ignore that still. I don't really feel like playing with that one right now. We're going to work on this next because, well, like I was saying, the brother decided he didn't want the antenna there no more. That's fine. That's fine. It's not like we don't have rust to fix. We'll fix this non-rusted out hole. She's a little beat up, so I don't know. I think I'm gonna massage her back down a little bit, you know, just lightly. And if we can make these down a little bit lower, we'll weld them. If I can't get it down low, because I don't want to dent all this in. We don't want to put a freaking half a gallon of filler right here. But if we can get these down, because I can't fit my hand in here. I just can't get down in there to get up in there to put something on the other side so I can flatten them. So if I can't get these down, we'll cut this out and we'll make a little piece for it. If we can pop these down, we'll just fill the freaking thing with weld and just put a little piece of metal right there. This is what I was talking about with the electricians. They got the little punch outs. They punch out of the metal boxes. Man, that would have worked perfect right there. Is it illegal to weld a quarter in? Can you weld to a quarter? 25-cent patch? Hey, no, I better not. Freaking government will be after me. I know they're watching. Freaking watching. They'll probably charge me tax on that 25-cent too. Dang, it'd be a double whammy. All right, I got to get back to work, okay? Because, well, we want to sand this eventually and prime it eventually and fill it with filler eventually. And what I'm trying to say is eventually I'd like this thing out of my dang garage. I want to work on the Saturn. I can't tell you what we're going to do yet because I haven't decided. I have so many ideas for that Saturn. Yeah, I know. It's just a Saturn. But you know, they were like the throwaway car that, well, they just keep going and going and going. It's like a Kia. We got a Kia. I love our Kia. Just cheap little plain Jane. We call her Jane because, well, the only freaking thing she has is roll-up windows. That's it. That's it. Everything else is freaking manual. It don't even have a key button to unlock the doors. Love it. Beat the heck out of that little car. All right, I'm sorry. I'll stop. What are we doing on this side? You guys got to stop leading me freaking away from what I'm working on. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't be bad to come over here and work on this side instead. No. Let's go get that freaking antenna hole. Hey, look at it. Don't forget to go on over and check out all the new inventory the wifey's got on there. Yeah, that bed looks a lot better, huh? She's not too bad. Don't lie. Okay, it looks pretty. Squint a little bit, you know? If you squint a little bit and you turn the lights off, it looks good. That was all rotted out. Y'all remember? We are getting there. We should have counted all the patches. Maybe when we're all said and done with this thing, we'll walk all the way around it and count how many patches we put into it. Well, a feller got digging away at this. Used to be the flag sticker that, you know, was on there for probably 50 years. I don't know, probably 20, but look at it. We found some more pinholes. So we're gonna ignore that and look at that. Don't look bad. I know, you got a little divot. That's because I fed the piece. Did you see me fighting that? I fed the piece up through there with a magnet, and I tried to use the little corner magnets you get from the old cheapo Harbo Freight, but it didn't have enough magnet in it to hold that piece of metal there while I pulled the other magnet away. But hey, that's fine. A little bit of filler and she'll look good as new. And I remembered to cover up the window. Like, that's a bonus. So I took and I wire wheeled it some more, and then I went, look at, that's what happens every time you play with it. It's just freaking, it's bad. I don't know. Okay, so I wire wheeled the back side and the front side, and I created more holes. So that's bad. I'm gonna fill in some of these. And then same thing over here. Where was it? Right here. Boop. Got a new hole there. That one we're gonna ignore because, well, the fiberglass will cover it. We gotta weld something there. And we got a lot of, we gotta finish this because this is the last little bit for the passenger side besides getting up on the roof. But I gotta wait for the brother to be here because those holes go right through, which is fine for the ones back here. I can weld them up, pull the seat out and not worry about it, but I don't know about the ones right here for the headliner. So we are gonna put these rails back on because, well, they help with the whole oil cannon thing, but they don't, none of them line up because they used to stop here. Well, now they're gonna go from the back all the way to the front. So we'll get new holes for that. That's not a problem, but I need to weld these up, and these go right down to the headliner. So with that being said, we don't really want to catch that thing on fire, especially when I'm the only one in the shop right now. So we're gonna ignore that. But look, just come on, be a little excited with me. This side's almost, don't get me wrong, I'm sure we're gonna sand all that down and we are gonna find more surprises and we'll have to fix some more stuff. But if we can just finish these last couple patches on the bed. Is that lead? I don't know, it just looks weird. We can finish these last couple patches up on this side of the truck, you know, the passenger side. We can pretty much say the outside of the passenger side is done and we can sand that. That would be nice to get this side sanded down. Yeah, that's about it. That's all I got to say. I don't have nothing else to say. Ooh, she's so shiny. Oh, so shiny. Well, look, I know I wasn't gonna do nothing there, but I couldn't figure out how else to weld a piece in, so we just made a piece that big. I'm gonna make a little piece for right there. The only reason that that's not long enough is, well, I was being lazy and I didn't feel like going out back to cut another strip of metal off a piece. Another strip of metal off a truck that was longer, and that's the longest piece I had. So that's why I used it. Just, you know, explaining myself. But I'll make a piece for there, and then I guess we'll make a piece for here, and we'll make one more piece for down here. Then, oh, right here, I started to weld it up. But it's just, it keeps traveling. It keeps getting bigger and bigger. Did I mention I filled those holes in? Well, if I didn't, I filled them in. Then we will go to the back of the truck. And, well, we got half a dozen holes back there to figure out what to do with. No, we're not making one of these for every spot. We're not doing it. Remember, we're just trying to make it less rusty. And then we're gonna load it with fiberglass filler. And oh, I forgot, we're gonna epoxy prime it first. If he comes and finds another bed later on, 8 bolts, a gas filler tube, and taillights, and the bed comes off, and we can put the better bed on then. But until then, I'm gonna keep patching this thing up, and sooner or later, well, it's not gonna have no more holes in it, and that'll be so freaking awesome. Oh man, I can't wait. All right, 1, 2, 3 more patches on this section, and then freaking screen goes black, and then I'm just looking at a black screen. I don't know what I'm looking at. 3 more patches here, and then we'll get back there. Yay! Look at these tires. Man, bought new tires for it before we even... Well, I mean, we did drive it. Did you all watch the test drive? Huh? If you didn't watch it, you need to go back and watch that episode. We had a hole in the floor. We took the camera and went down through the hole, and you guys all got to watch the drive shaft. That was pretty cool. We probably got 20 episodes on this thing already. All right, I'll stop. I gotta get back to work. Well, look, we got that little corner piece. That'll go, hold on. That'll go right here. Boom. We'll weld that in. Well, that'll fix that rust. And then, when you guys weren't looking or you went to the bathroom, I'm not sure what you did, but you missed it. So I built this little piece right here. Yeah, you like that, huh? Look, it's got a little flange on it. And then it's got a little, I don't know, bend, and then another little bend. Watch this, watch. Hold on. Hold up. Oh. Yeah, huh? Fixed it all up pretty. Look, it even fits in there good. So it'll be fine. I just gotta press it up there and hold it and weld it. But, oh yeah, and, I got that all fixed up. It ain't the prettiest, but, you know, we'll buzz it down a little bit and freaking, make it smoother, and then we'll add some filler. It is what it is. Hey, look, another old me fix. Remember the dent I was telling you about last week? There's a freaking pop rivet in it. So I must have drilled a hole, and poof, dude, the old school try to pop the dent out a little bit. And, well, I don't think I did a very good job. And then I was like, well, I got a pinhole to fill, so I used a pop rivet. Ha. Good think outside the box sometimes. Hey, remember, don't do what I do. Just simply watch what I do every week. I'm just a redneck building stuff slightly better than it was from the factory. Okay, well, they didn't make a crew cab from the factory, so maybe this is how they would have done it. I don't know. Do you know? No, you weren't there. Well, maybe some of you were. Any of you guys work in the Jeep factory? AMC factory? What was it? I don't know. Okay, I gotta stop. I can't. I gotta get back to work, okay? You guys freaking talk my ear off, and I talk, and then nothing gets done, and then next thing we know, it's dinner time to take a shower, and well, then I gotta wake up and do the other job. Just look at that. I'm telling you, we got another patch done. Can't believe it either, but you know, look, we're looking at it together. Here's another one. So technically we got 2 more patches done. Now we're on to the next one. So we're gonna cut this one out, and I don't know what we'll do there. Maybe we'll just try to like drill it out a little bit to get some cleaner metal. And this one, I'm gonna bring a piece of metal up behind the back, and then I'm just gonna tack that hole closed. And I'm not sure what we're gonna do here. So this actually has a little bend down here, and then it also divots in right there and follows that line up. So maybe if we do 2 pieces, I'm not sure. We might, I don't know. See, there's a lot of pinholes. So, but maybe 2 pieces. Maybe we can just bend a piece around this way, and then we can make a piece here. I'm thinking, I don't know. We'll have to figure that out in a few minutes when we start cutting stuff up. Oh, and this one. We're just gonna jam a piece in there and bzzz it all up and call that a day. I think that's the plan, at least. Let's just take a second to gander at this truck. You gotta remember, that J10 was smashed. Tree, poof, jumped right out in front of it. Well, you know, that's the story that we're going with. And this wagoneer was sitting with the windows down for who knows how long. I don't remember, but we pulled it out and got it running. The brother put it on the road. Well, I bought it, got it running, the brother had to have it. So then he bought it off me, put it on the road, and drove it for a little bit. Then we started cutting away. And this is the creation that we have come up with. This thing, as you can tell, was a rot box. And, well, the floors and rocker panels on the wagoneer weren't much better. But from an old rusty, smashed up J10 that was sitting out back for the last 5 years, and a wagoneer that, I don't remember how long it was sitting. You'd have to go back and watch that video. When you do, I got too many things going on up here. I barely remember what I had for dinner last night. But, that's it. Oh yeah, what are we gonna do here? We'll just cut that little piece out and weld that up. How many more surprises are we gonna find once we sand the rest of this down? Take your bets. Take your bets. All right, back to work. Gotta go. Well, look, we got that piece filled in, and we welded that piece in, and well, that one don't look too bad. She's in there. That one, I just threw a little gap piece over top of it. It's fine. It's gonna have filler in there anyway, so it'll be covered. I didn't realize it, but we got a little whammy right here. Like it's I really can't see it, but maybe we can. Well, okay, I had that in there just to hold this piece, but either way, maybe we can massage that out. I don't know. If not, whatever. Filler will fix it. So, bear with me. Ugh. Can you see? Can you see? Whoa, you're crooked. What's going on? Good? Everybody good? Okay, look at this little scrap piece I found. So I was thinking maybe we could jam this piece up in here, right? And then use the body to bend it along. Let's go down a little bit with that. Right, then we weld that piece in there, and then we'll bring another piece around like this and weld it. And when we weld it, this piece will be slightly higher than that piece, which will help us continue our body line. And if it don't look good, well, I guess we'll be sculptors. I might have to go to the kitchen and have the wifey give me some baking lessons on how to ice the cake. You know what I mean? It can't be much different. Maybe the wife will come out and lay all the filler on it. Who knows? 'Cause at that point, you're really an artist, aren't you? You know, lay a bunch of mud on it and shape it. Okay, back to what we were doing. So I'm thinking if I cut this somewhere here and we'll bend it along there, that'll make this shape. With that being down like that, that'll make that shape. And then we got one more hole over here after we fix this section. Then, I don't know what else we're gonna do. I don't know if we'll have any time to do anything else this week. After I'm done recording and working and everything, I gotta have enough time to edit the video, piece it all together. Usually it's like 70 or 80 different clips that I have to make one, and then have to pull like the beginning and the end out. There's a lot of, it takes some time, is what I'm trying to get at. So, let's see if we can finish this corner at least this week. That worked out pretty good, huh? Look, we even got it slightly, you know, grooved in. I found a ball for a pickup truck. Yeah, and we just slightly beat on it with a hammer. Yeah, it worked good. It gave us that indent we wanted. Now, watch. Oh, this thing's all sorts of different shapes. It works. It's actually pretty unique looking. Now look. Bear with me. See? It even bends around for this line. So, that's pretty neat, huh? I think so. And then I got the piece cut and bent and curved and whatever else for 1 second. For right here, I just don't know if I'm gonna use this piece right here yet. It fits nice, but I don't know if I need that big of a piece. So we might try to trim it down some more. It's just awfully scaly right here, so I'm sure it's gonna be super soft. So I feel like we should just cut out and around it. I don't know. That piece came out nice, so I'm happy. This one's just gonna be a bonus. I mean, we made it, we should just freaking weld it in. All right, back to work I go. Are you ready? It's finally solid. Well-ish. Solid-ish is what I'm trying to say. Look it. I still gotta grind all the welds down. That's like a whole day by itself. Look at that. That came out pretty good, huh? Either way, it's solid is what I'm trying to say. Oh, look, I got that dent out, I think. What do they use, them slap things? They look like a cut up leaf spring or something. I don't know. I saw somebody in another video like slapping it. So I put that big bar back here and put it as far as I could get it, and then I just spanked it with my hand a few times. I think there's a little one right there still. So maybe we'll try it again. But yeah, I shoved that bar in. Twack, twack, twack. And well, I don't know, the old girl liked it and the dent sort of popped out. So that was cool. Sometimes you gotta spank them to keep them happy, if you know what I mean. Yeah, look. I'm freaking excited. I'm afraid to sand. I'm really afraid to find more holes. Do you think that'll be a hole by the time? I don't know. Look how, it's all cracked. I don't know. This door has a lot of filler in it, we discovered, if y'all remember, or if you're new to the channel. When we modified this door, this truck's been hit. The wagoneer's been hit on this side. So this door's got a lot of filler in the bottom of it. And then the bottom of the J10 door was rotted out and patched up 12 years ago. And well, that had filler in it. So it's a little wacky. I'm not sure how that's going to work. I don't really want to dig all the filler out of it to put fresh new filler on it. I know. You know, if it's been there for 20, 30 years, well, we might as well just leave it. It should be good for another 20, 30 years. I agree, except, let's see if we can get in here close enough. Can you see? Well, it looks like a little scratch. Well, it's actually a crack. And we got another one over here. So if that's cracked, that means moisture's already getting behind it, right? And eventually it's gonna pop. I don't know. Maybe we'll ignore it. Maybe we won't ignore it. I'm not sure. But as of right now, without sanding anymore, it's only got a couple of freaking holes. I think we can just cover that with some fiberglass. I think, maybe. It'll probably get the best of us and we'll probably come up and make a piece for it. But I think this side's like, it's ready, is what I'm trying to say. Well, that didn't take long. It got the better of me already. So I suppose we're gonna cut that out and make another patch. Because, you know, we can't say that, you know, passenger side's roughed in with, just look. I showed you guys a little while ago, it was a pinhole. Freak, dang it. I don't know what you all think, but that looks pretty freaking good. I wish we could get all the patches to lay out like that one. But what are you gonna do, you know? You win some, you lose some. Some of them go nice, some of them bite. The welder was just blasting away nicely on that one. I don't know, I don't know. Maybe I need to buy a better welder. It'll be fine, is what I'm trying to say. It'll be fine. What do you think? I'm gonna hit it with the grinder and make it a little smoother. Yeah. My nostrils are filled with grinding dust. Hey, look at that. I could fill in a couple more and grind a little more, but see, I can do okay body work, okay metal work when I feel like it. I went to Grind Town. I just started grinding everything down. At the top of the door ground, up there ground. We started grinding all down inside the door jamb and the inside of the door and the bottom of the cab corner there and the rocker. I stopped on the bottom because I need to spend like 20 minutes and finish welding up that bottom of that cab corner. And the rocker, the bottom of the rocker. But I don't feel like it right now. I got all this ground. You guys, can you see this? This is what I was trying. Can you see how deep that is? Oh man, that door's got a little filler in it, but that's fine. Don't worry about it. It'll match the rest of the Jeep when I'm done with it. Look, we got all this ground down. It's nice. It'll be okay. Don't worry about it. That one came out nice too. That's another good one. This one came out pretty good down here. That ain't too bad. That one ain't bad. It came out good. I'll tell you what. Butt welding. way nicer when you go and grind it down. You know, you don't have that little slight bump up of the metal, you know, the metal thickness. 18 gauge or whatever it is, I don't know. Way nicer. A little harder to do if you don't cut your piece perfect, but way nicer. Lap welding's way easier. This truck deserves it both. I just keep going back and forth, whatever I feel like doing. This is practice. That's what this whole truck is. Practice, practice, practice. Look at it. No more antenna. Okay. Yes. But I think this side's like, it's ready, is what I'm trying to say. Y'all gonna come back and watch me do the same thing next week? I'm probably gonna do the same thing next week to this side. Because, well, this side of the bed was no better. See, it's already got holes in it, just like the other side did. I don't know. That's a lot of filler, huh? That rust held that filler in there. Oh, pop rivet. And another one. So, oh, there's a piece of metal back there. What a cheater. Ha! Oh, he's a smart feller, that feller was, huh? Oh. It's cool finding old bodywork I did. That's real neat. That's good. It's okay. Oh, man. Yeah, and then we got back here. She'll be fine. We'll clean this all up, weld this seam, drill out the pot. See what I mean? It's thin, it's rusted. Whatever, we'll get it. And then this corner is doing the same thing the other corner did, but maybe a little worse. And back here. But we'll do the best we can. We'll make it better than it was. That's next week, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe we'll find something else to do next week. You got to come back next week is what I'm trying to say. Come back next week. We'll find something to do. It might be Jeep content. I know. What a surprise. It's probably going to be Jeep content. There's no surprise. Next week's going to be more Jeep content, okay? Sorry, I spoiled the surprise. Hey, I'll see you all next week. I got to go.